Jim Irsay's tweet a moment ago was a relief that the game will be on, although it's just another wrinkle about how some cases are going to turn up negative and then they're going to be confirmed positive, or vice versa, I should say. I mean, how confusing is that for fans and for those who are trying to actually work in the league?
It's a challenge because the Colts have a game on Sunday against the Bengals, and they had to go home, just like the Falcons did this week as well. But the Tennessee Titans showed that you could be away from your facility for a period of time and come out and play well as they beat the Buffalo Bills on Tuesday night. So it's something that you can work through in today's NFL. Fortunately, the Falcons game against Minnesota's on, and so is the Colts game against Cincinnati. You got to credit the NFL and the NFLPA. They keep making adjustments to protect the integrity of the players and the health of the game. For example, they're adding testing now to game days, which they weren't doing, and they're actually sending players, coaches, administrators home who are sick, even if they haven't tested positive, but have COVID-like symptoms. They continue to tighten their belt and come up with new ways to improve their system, and it's working. Basically, every game has been played up to this point, and hopefully New England gets their postponed game in this weekend.
Yeah, you're right. They're finding ways to adapt, and we're getting through the season much better, I think you could argue, than some had expected at the beginning of the season. Do you think there's a difference right now in how things are playing out within the NFL and college football, or is it just too early to tell at this point?
It's playing out much different. The NFL hasn't had to cancel any games, and while they've postponed games for a short period of time, they have been manageable, and it looks like all the games are going to get played here in the immediate future. I'm not so sure about college football. I think 10% of all college games so far this year have been postponed, and potentially some of those won't be replayed. It's a much bigger concern in college football. Obviously, they are dealing with major problems. Nick Saban is the icon of college football coaching, and he's got COVID-19, and we wish him a speedy recovery. Certainly, they're going to try and play their big game against Georgia tomorrow without him, but that's a huge loss for the Crimson Tide. But even worse are games like Baylor and Oklahoma State, and of course, Florida and LSU. It was just this week that a confident Dan Mullen, the great coach for the University of Florida, was saying that he would like a packed house at the Swamp in Gainesville. And unfortunately, it went from a packed house to no one being in the house at all. There will be no game this weekend. Very scary.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.